Once upon a time, we thought our job began and ended with the hospitality logistics, right? The venue, the rates, the food, the beverage, the vendors, production, those kinds of things. We would just buy it, and then somebody else would deal with the rest of it. But now, the demand is these have to be communication experiences that generate results supported by hospitality. That's a whole new world that we're diving into.
There are a lot of protections that we can put in place right now that I don't think we're doing, but we should, to make our events go smoother. Because I have an opening question for you, and that question is, if something catastrophic happened at your event, and I'm not talking about a physical disaster, like a fire alarm goes off at the hotel or water's outage. I'm talking, if you guys ran an event and you completely lost your internet connectivity, or people's cell phones got hacked, or you engaged to use an application app, a mobile app at your event, and it was malicious and it was hacked, how would you survive that? How would your reputation do?
We all have lots of goals we're pursuing, limited time and energy, right? So there are limits on what we can accomplish. But with a subtle shift in thinking, even with the time you have, not adding any time, not adding any resources, there is so much more that you can achieve.
In any given event, you really have a wide variety of, we call them personas, attendees. So it's really important that in this day and age of content that can be customized, and again, the whole Amazon.com and the Know Me feature, that we really need to start identifying and understanding who's coming to our meeting, why, and what do they want? What are their expectations? What are their needs? What are their learning styles?
Number 5, successful leaders do action planning. They actually schedule time to think and plan. Once again, what's the number one excuse here of why I can't do this? I can't action plan because I don't have enough. I don't have enough time.
Okay, our third big idea, our third obsession of innovators is that they tend to get scrappy. It's funny, as an entrepreneur, I've been asked for years, all right, what's it like to be an entrepreneur? Like, what do you do every day? How does it feel? What is the experience all about? And I could never answer the question very well. It was always difficult for me until I finally hit on it. Being an entrepreneur is pretty much the same experience as if you were MacGyver. For those that don't remember, this was a show in the 80s. And this guy would always find himself in some crazy, impossible situation that, death was imminent. But instead of succumbing, instead of complaining about all the things that he didn't have, he made do with the resources at hand. In his case, it was usually a paperclip and some duct tape.
When you multiply choice plus that activation plus things that matter, it's going to increase the value on what you can actually charge for that sponsorship, but it'll also increase the value of the sponsorship to the sponsor in addition to the attendees.
Because most of the new ideas you come up with and try are going to fail. So what matters more than your success rate is your experimentation rate. The real metric for success when you're back here in 12 months is how many bold new experiments did we get started? And for these bold new experiments to take place, you, as leaders of innovation, have to find a way to make ideas from all sorts of different places meet, mix in unusual ways, then mate, and allow them to mutate into completely new forms that nobody's ever seen before.